prison at 20, and I spent most of my 20s there, 7 birthdays and about 5 Christmases. My formative years were shaped behind bars, where I made connections, moved contraband, and gained a reputation for getting things done. But life in prison is no walk in the park. While I was in prison, my older brother died. Troy was a bright and beautiful man, but had suffered from serious depression. In a bid to help him, I made the same introduction to him that had been made to me. I introduced him to heroin. I had to go to Troy's funeral in handcuffs, and it took me years to forgive myself for my part in his death. And to this day, I feel his absence. I miss my brother. After I got out of jail, I progressed in the world of organised crime and quickly acquired money, motorbikes and cars. I was taking trips to Thailand, living out my wildest dreams. However, before long, I realised that all the money in the world couldn't fix the brokenness I felt inside of me. The money and drugs only made things worse, leading to psychosis, paranoia, and distrust of even those closest to me. I was miserable, depressed, scared, and completely out of answers. I wanted to change, but I didn't know how. When I found out about the Teen Challenge's New Life Centre rehab, I thought I have nothing to lose. I didn't have much hope, but I was desperate to change. I remember my first day at Teen Challenge vividly. I got to the front gate and wondered if I was destined to be ruled by my addictions. I wanted to live a life of integrity and honesty, but didn't know how. In this calm and peaceful environment, surrounded by caring staff and volunteers, I began to settle down and I started to breathe. Men like Rob and Craig, who lived by their values, become role models for me. They treated me with love and respect, seeing the man I could be, not the drug addicts with all the bad behaviours. Their belief in me was powerful, and it made me start to believe in the possibility that of transformation and that I could change. The program was solid, but the people, the staff, and the volunteers left the deepest impression on me. Their humility, honesty, empathy, and boundless compassion astounded me. I felt love embrace me. I had an overwhelming sense of belonging and acceptance, and I wanted to understand the source of that kind of love. It's not easy to put into words how I felt when my time at Teen Challenge ended. I had experienced so much growth and love there. I no longer identified as a broken man. I had learnt to like myself. The program had instilled a foundation in which I could build my life free from addictions. I live a simple, honest, and meaningful life, and I'm grateful for that. Although far from perfect, I like the man I now see in the mirror. These days, I work helping men who are just like how I used to be, men who are angry, broken, and lost, living empty and chaotic lives. I go into the same prisons where I was once an inmate, but I am no longer in chains. I can't tell you how much it means to me when someone I'm working with tells me I am a role model to them. I believe in these men in the same way people like Craig and Rob believed in me and saw in me the man that I could be. Rebecca and I have now both lived longer in recovery than we did in addiction, but we wouldn't be here without Teen Challenge, and without God, the source of all love, and without people like you who are willing to believe that people like Rebecca and I can change. The transformation in our lives continues, and Rebecca and I are living proof that your investment into our lives works. Thank you.